We are live. What we got going on here? Robin Morrison, as always. How you doing? South Africa. When and where this year's Bowl Expo will be? When I do not know. Normally it's around like June, July, but it is in Denver, Colorado. Denver, Colorado. Just wait for some people to file in. One v one, my bro to me. I'm sure it's gonna happen eventually. He'll probably get smoked, but the only advantage he would have is we'd probably shoot that video in Vegas, so you'd have like home court advantage. But I think as an overall two-handed presence, I think I have the advantage currently. What ball should you get? Attention star. It's the only broad question I'm going to answer this Monday. Where did the balls go? Where'd my hair go? I did finally get a haircut. So that's the first time I haven't worn a hat in like 3 weeks. There we go. I was thinking about doing the quote unquote Mikey haircut and copying Darren, who was copying me apparently. That's what you guys said. But no, lady got me fixed up a little bit, so keeping it long. SPI really needs to clean up their release. So many balls were on top of one another. Yeah, I mean that's why they extinguished 10 balls from our product line, right? To kind of thin it out a little bit and not have too many overlaps anymore. You're getting a Magic Gem, cool. What did I get the missus for Mother's Day? I got her this cool little flower shadow box thing that one of my old high school friends made. So it was pretty cool. What's the lowest grit you would go when putting surface on a pearl reactive ball? Depends what I'm trying to do. I've put 500 grit on a pearl ball in my days. It just depends what you want to do. Depends what the lane's giving you. Depends where the oil is, where you're bowling, things like that. When do I bowl nationals? In 2 weeks from now. In 2 weeks from now, I will be bowling the doubles and singles. We bowl Memorial Day weekend. We bowl Sunday, Monday. Sunday we bowl team event. Monday we bowl minors. It'll be fun. I got a team. Darren's got a team. Chris has a team. So if you're in the Las Vegas area, Sunday, Monday, we'll be there. What kind of ball do you think that Storm Roto 900 will make after the discontinued? What do you mean? They're making the Ion Pro. As far as like what's coming out after that, no clue. Zero clue. I wish they'd already make a Optimum Idol Pearl. That's what I want. New Zen got a chance. Because now we're fresh out of Zens, right? So maybe a solid Zen that's not the Zen Master. That'd be nice. I'm really surprised they took out the exotic and the eternity at the same time. Now we don't have any balls with that cover stock. I don't think. Maybe the coil. Any differences in overseas versus domestic urethanes? Yeah, I have an overseas hustle urethane. I have one of those hustlers. It's quite a bit different. Yeah, not quite as early as a pitch black, um, but it's better than like the cleaner urethanes we tried to make here. It's actually incredibly usable. I actually quite like it a lot. Who do you got winning the playoffs? So we got Billiam left, Troop, Jesper, and Bug. I could see Jesper winning it. But like, if Bill wins, does that revive his Player of the Year candidacy? Does a Bill win do anything for his Player of the Year candidacy? Predictions for the first Summer Series night against Jalen this Wednesday. Ooh. If they're as tough as they were last week, I don't know. I haven't seen him bowl in a while. Actually, technically, I saw him bowl last Friday, but not much. I could see me beating him by over 100. Yeah, playoffs are interesting. I kind of hope Bill wins just to make Player of the Year a conversation. You know what I'm saying? Or if Kyle wins, then he's the only person that has 3 wins. But I still don't think that puts him over EJ. Kyle just hasn't been good enough every event. Why are the playoffs 1-game elimination taking place on opposite ends of the country? I don't know. Could not answer you that. I didn't even know they were going to Florida for the top 4. That's why I didn't know how much they actually pre-recorded. I know they pre-recorded what happened yesterday, but I didn't know if they had pre-recorded everything or what. Craig Graham, what's up? You're changing your wager? What are you changing your wager to? I don't even know what we're going to wager. Heath and I never have consistent wagers, so we'll see what it is this week. Will we ever see a hybrid IQ ever again? Probably. I'm surprised they haven't dropped the REX IQ yet, but I think with the Lightning, it's a little bit of an overlap, so I doubt we'll get a REX IQ this year. Betting for Jake, we might have to put a spread. It might be like Jake minus 73.5 or something like that. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I never liked the pre-recorded stuff just because people are always going to ask, and then the guy's got to go, "Oh, I can't say." Should you get a ball specifically drilled for backup ball? Sure, why not? I thought about doing that for like house shot tournaments. Because there was one tournament I bowled like New Year's Day this year where I was shooting like 220s on the right side for the first 3 games. It was a 4-game tournament, and I was like, "Fuck this! I'm just gonna throw a backup ball," and bowled 237 that game. So I think if I had a ball that was actually laid out for backup ball, probably would have bowled a little better. But fortunately, my pins are so far left for my regular one-handed release. When I throw the backup ball, they still kind of flared. I found that actually the pin down balls that I have, they flare more backup ball because it's further away from the track, so the pins are a little stronger. Tell you what, guys, I can't believe they discontinued the High Road Pearl. That's wild. They just up and discontinued a ball that's been in the product line for 11 years. Just up and did it. So I imagine they're probably coming out with something to replace that. Don't quote me on that, but they have to. That's the consummate skid flip ball. Right? We don't have anything else like that. You want another Rubicon release? You're going to have to go overseas for that. I don't think one's coming out here. What ball should you get drilled in? I don't know. Brand, I brought back the OG. The Curry's back, so I'm good. You get what you want, though. I think the whole crew's showing up today. They took your High Road Pearl. Uh-oh, got a spam text. What did they discontinue? They discontinued 10 balls, right? So the Electrified Go, High Road Pearl. You guys are going to have to help me out with this. Let me look up here on my boxes. Exotic Gem, Eternity, Zen Gold Label, Exponent. Missing 4 balls. Tour Dynamics. Help me out. The Journey. What balls am I missing, guys? Clone. That's right, Clone. And we got one more. What did we miss? We missed one. And for the life of me, I can't figure it out. Not a hustle. Is it a solid ball? No, they didn't discontinue the Attention Star. No. Already got Exponent, got High Road Pearl. A Surge, that's right. The purple gold Surge. That's all 10. So that's what they discontinued. Phase 2. All right, let me go back here and look at these comments. Time for the return of the cell line? Yeah, I'd love that. I would have thought they would have discontinued the OG Howard. Now, Chris and I were thinking that they're just keeping the OG Howard in just for pride. They probably make one pallet of those per year, but they're like, oh, still in the product line. Initial thoughts on the idea behind the Ion Pro, very much like Envy Tour or Motive Black Venom. Kind of. What did they put the hybrid Phase 2 cover on there? TX16 hybrid with a new core, a little bit of ASIM. It's interesting. Definitely a ball we don't have. It's like a beefed up Tour Dynamics, in my opinion. I mean, I've never seen it go down the lane, obviously, but just seeing what it is, stronger cover, still weak ASIM. It's got low RG still, like 247. It was like 038 with 13, 14 intermediate, so it'll be a bit stronger than the Tour Dynamics, which is probably why they discontinued it. Do I think the Journey would have stuck around longer if Belmo won more this season? No. The price point for it just does not help it at all. Thoughts on Lightning Blackout? Very clean, very clean. But I like that it doesn't transition super quick. So I'm debating bring it to Open Championships. I feel like I would definitely bring one to Open Championship if I drilled it a little bit different. But I might actually just bring my IQ Ruby because I think they either team or doubles and singles. I forgot which block was. Someone we knew was bowling. They looked like they were hooking quite a bit, so you need to be ready for that. Do I think we'll get a new set of hyped balls? Nope. I think it's going to be like a revamped HP2 line. It's going to be some new name, if I had to guess. Good ball to go with your optimum idol. As a 1-2 punch, you're probably looking for a pearl ball or something a little bit cleaner. Exponent Pearl. Do we have any 15-pound high road pearls left for sale? We got one. Got one. Bring back the uproar. Vouch. Vouch. If they discontinue that many balls, do they have that many more coming out? No, they had too many in the product line. Like I had nowhere to put this Lightning Blackout on the wall because they have too many balls in the product line. But now that they got rid of a bunch, I can put it up on the wall. All right, Brant. See you Wednesday. Would you say the Ruby and the Lightning Blackout shouldn't be in the same bag? I probably wouldn't put them in a 6-ball arsenal together. But they are quite a bit different just because the cover is so much stronger on the Lightning compared to the Ruby. Did the Exponent not sell that well? I guess so. What's on the menu? Curry's back. Curry's back. Looks like diarrhea, but certainly doesn't taste like it. I've actually never had diarrhea. So, as far as eating it, I've had diarrhea come out of me. Did I miss any comment? What's up, Max? I'm feeling pretty good. Weather's nice, and I'm not golfing, so that's a little disappointing, but it's all right. I just can't believe they discontinued like all of our balls at hook down lane. That's tough. High Road Pearl, Journeys, and Gold Label. Those like our balls that hook down lane. Do we have any other ones? Those are the biggest down lane hookers we had. My bowling Open Championships 1 or 2-handed. 1-handed. I didn't practice quite enough to confidently go out there 2-handed, but next year I might go out and bowl 2-handed. Would I say that a Phase 2 could go in the same 6-ball arsenal with a clone and a Magic Gem? Yep. What do I think about Lewis's Napolis's reviews that he does? Not the way I would do them, but it's appealing to some people. Tries hard. I'll give him that. A lot of effort. So you should hit his videos with a like just for the effort. Which one of the discontinued balls do you think will go up in value and which will get discontinued to sell off? Up in value, High Road Pearl, possibly Zen Gold Label. Other than that, you could probably find some for cheap. In your opinion, what would be a good ball up from the absolute power? Also, a ball down to transition. Broad question, but I'll answer anyways. Ball up would be like a gem or harsh reality. Ball down, attention star, or something like that. Summit peak. SPI would be smart to reduce overlap on their balls, eliminate fatigue and confusion a bit. That's what I would like, but they must have some kind of marketing plan that they do it. So I don't know. I've got Exponent Pro now. I do have an Exponent Pro. What's the over-under on Bowl Expo SPI announcement? It's typically around like 6. It's like between 4 and 6. The Ion Pro is probably going to be there, even though it would have like come out right then. I'm thinking, how many Rotogrip balls did we lose? 1, 2, just 2. Attention Star goes up there. No, we lost 3. 1, 2, 3. Attention Stars, the Pearl ASIM. I'm thinking we get a strong Pearl Symmetric from Rotogrip at Bull Expo, and I think they introduced the new HP2 balls there. When you're sliding into first and you feel something burst diarrhea, what? The Ruby is still around. Do you think the Ruby will get discontinued because of the lightning blackout? Don't know. If we're able to say, do you think they'll be replacing some discontinued balls this year with AI versions, or are they going to keep working? I have no idea. No clue. New Zen would not surprise me. Also wouldn't surprise me if they just never bring it back. Let's see what Global's got. So Global lost the Eternity. They have the Pi and the Harsh. So I expect them maybe to come out with a cleaner ASIM as well. They don't have a clean ASIM. Maybe a low-end Global. Actually, I've heard murmurs that they're gonna alter the 900 Global line to maybe be very small and very specific. So I don't know, but I think Rotogrip gets new HP2 line and a clean symmetric, and then Ion Pro for Storm at Bull Expo. Christopher. Yeah. New Zen, maybe? Yeah, I don't know. New Cell Ball at Bull Expo. I would bet the under on that, but I wouldn't be opposed to it as well. How about new Idle Pearl with AI Core, Christopher?
Sign me up.
What is your ball recommendation for a bag with Ruby, Magic Gem, and Clone? Go to a pro shop, close your eyes, grab a dart, and just throw it at the storm wall, and you'll probably pick something that goes in that bag. Tour Dynamics, Ion Pro, Phase 2, IQ Tour, IQ Emerald, Hustle, Rip, Pitch Black for Open Championships. Any recommendations to add for Open Championships? Again, walk into a pro shop, close your eyes, grab a dart, throw it at the storm wall. You'll probably hit something that'll add to that bag. Because those are a lot of mid to low RG balls. A bunch of them have no diff except for the Phase 2.
14 to 15 might be.
Ah. One is Acma's and the other is another guy that ordered it. He might actually be in this live stream. Yeah. Fucking pussy. XL is on the approved list. Probably an overseas ball, but one can hope it's not.
What's the other one's what? Oh, bar.
No. Kyle was ordering an Ion. It's for Michael Madison, I think his name is. But spelled Mykal. He was the guy that also wanted the EJ ball. Would Sunstorm and ProMotion be good to add to that bag? No. Neither of those. I forget what balls you all listed, but Attention Star. Let's add Attention Star. Because why not? That's one of the 3 balls that I'm bringing. The Durf going team event today. What are you shooting? Heard they're a little tougher. Give me a nice 627. Best balls in the current line to roll on older wood surface? Shit. I don't know. Like a hustle? Should you be picking up the exotic gem and clone on closeout, or do you think the current line ace and balls have better shape? They're different. Exotic gem has the super, super strong cover and super, super low RG, so you're not really going to find a pearl ball that hooks as early as the exotic. And the clone's kind of a unique shape with the shiny solid thing going on, so yeah, go for it. Why not? You had a decent look with the Sunstorm last year. Well, fuck it, bring it. Yeah, Durf, give me a 627. You should be happy with that in team event. I've heard not the easiest thing in the world. And then you go nuclear and minors. Will we get a true UFO alert re-release? I hope so. I don't know. And I'm not bullshitting you guys. I actually have no clue because I haven't been to the plant in a while. So I know about as much as you guys, marginally more. I know a little bit more than you guys, but not enough to give you those answers. Yeah, a new UFO ball would be welcomed with open arms. Ball recommendations that are weaker than the blackout and the absolute power? Well, look for anything with 2 markings on it and not 3, and you have a ball that's weaker than those, most likely. Hustle BRY or X-Ray. You have a USA and love it. I like them. I like them both. BRY is going to be substantially cleaner, but it's not quick on the back, which is nice. And the X-Ray is just super smooth. So maybe if you bowl on a bit of more friction, the X-Ray might be the way to go because it won't be as jumpy. Especially with your proclaimed higher rev rate that you say you have. In a tournament on fresh oil, when can a bowler not use the rule of 31? I will tell you there are a very limited number of professional bowlers that use the rule of 31. I can tell you in this shop right now, it's 0 for 2. Yeah.
I would say 0 for however many people are in the field that week on the professional.
Yeah. The percentage is quite low on the rule of 31 users. You want to look more at like the shape and the build of the pattern if you have access to it and see where that kind of, the little cliff is, the little
Just
mountain.
Ball
yeah, or just throw the ball, watch what it does. Topography. Yeah, it should be the rule of topography, actually. So, in conclusion, in a tournament on fresh oil, when can a bowler not use the rule 31? You should change it to shouldn't. Shouldn't use the rule of 31. You picked up a 15-pound high road pearl, you lucky dog. Do the Vibo and Attention Star have too much overlap? They're different enough to the trained eye, but I wouldn't put them in a 6-ball arsenal together. Favorite lane surfaces to bowl on? I'm just learning the differences as I bowl more competitive. The old Brunswick anvil lanes, I hate looking at them, but my ball roll seems to match up on them for some reason. So I guess kind of those, but I mean, Pro-Am lanes, the new ones with the 4 marks down lane. I guess those would be my favorite one just because they're visually appealing. What's the worst topography at Southport? Never been there. South Point, though, if you're talking South Point, yeah, 33 and 34 is the most famous for being not the kindest if you don't know what you're doing. Recently found out 11 and 12 is not very good either. Lane 11, lots of blue on the right side. Where if you've ever seen a lane topography graph thing, blue is not good if you're right-handed and it's on the right side. You want blue more in like the middle of the lane. So if you catch lane 11 and 12 for Open Championships, play 12 to hook quite a bit more. Any far pin layouts for a phase 2? Thinking something with a strong back end pin up. I mean, yeah, a longer pin will get it to retain a little more energy, but as far as having a lot of back end, it's still a strong dull cover. Yeah, there are about 36 other bowling balls you can choose that'll hook more down lane. Would I use a short pin layout? Nope. I'm not even gonna finish that question. Nope. How do you gauge breakpoint distance on lanes without rangefinders? Just have what? Mavs boogers are on my shirt. Oh God! Why don't you guys tell me? Got some bogeys on my jersey. Maybe they're mine. I don't know. All right. How do you gauge breakpoint distance? Just kind of having bowled a lot, right? I don't know what else I can tell you.
Look at the camera.
Yeah. Look where the camera is. How far down is the camera typically?
That's like 50.
That's 50?
Give or take.
So, Chris Vi tips. Look at the camera. Camera is about 50, give or take a foot or two. Sweep up, you peasant in the background.
Makes it a little more difficult when the pattern's like 35 feet down.
Yeah. Do I typically see Pro-Am lane as tighter down lane? A tighter down lane, I feel like it's more due to like the type of oil that's used. Different oils, they move a little bit differently. They transition differently, viscosities and such. I'm no chemist, but have bowled on my fair share of oils, and the oil is kind of what dictates how all that stuff transpires. I feel like Pro-Am lanes are typically a little tighter than, let's say, HPLs, because HPLs are a little bit softer.
Trade for ribbons.
What was that?
Did we trade for ribbons?
We ordered 2, and then Steve Leffel came for our clone. He just gave me a row, and I was like, okay, whatever. But I had 2 in the back already. Who did? How did I drill my lightning? 5 1/4 with a 2 1/4 buffer. Bowl more is a suggestion I can get behind. Absolutely. What is that?
I think these are our checks that said they would be here the 23rd. I think I didn't pay double.
23rd, 13th, same thing. How do you drill your phase 2? I want it similar to a pro layout. I personally haven't drilled a brand new phase 2 in about 2 years. Yeah, I couldn't tell you. I could probably tell you most of the pros go anywhere between 5 inches and 5.5, if I had to guess. As far as the buffer, kind of go wherever you want, I suppose. It's a lot of checks.
It is. 553.
553 for Chris. If you're a two-hander, 2LS, 553. So if you want to hook phase twos from 6th arrow, 553. How do you feel about Bolero buying Thunder Bowl? How do I feel about that? You can only hope that they don't take away from the tradition and the heritage that Thunder Bowl has, right? We can only hope for that. But we'll see. I mean, that kind of guarantees that the PBA is going back to Thunder Bowl. Yeah, my PAP moves a little bit when I start lofting it, just because the ball will still kind of wobble in the air before it hits the lane.
Gotta get a 7-ring binder.
Whoa!
It should be good for a while.
Until the year 2032.
Well, and these aren't checks.
Oh.
Like it was,
those like receipts?
Yeah.
We can't.
It's 200 and
get handwrite people receipts.
250 something. Yeah, 250. 252. Oh no, these are deposits.
Deposit slips?
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't need the account number the day I went to go deposit. She just asked
for your check card.
Yeah, she just asked for my ID and the debit card.
Yeah, because your name's on it.
Yeah. Looking for a ball to keep in front of you on high friction. Yeah, attention star, that's not it. Try a hustle. Hustle any color that you like. Or come to TV Bonus Play and buy our last Electrify GO. Other Tang. How dare you? What's more difficult, moving styles from 1 to 2-handed or vice versa? 1 to 2-handed. Like when I do it, like if I'm practicing one-handed and I go to 2-handed, it's very easy. If I go 2-handed and then I try and go back to one-handed, my timing gets all goofy. So 1-handed, 2-handed. Good morning, Mike. Hope your weekend was good. It's afternoon technically for me, but yeah, thanks. It was all right. Spent a lot of money, so that's not good. But you know they say, "Happy wife, happy life." Those balls that Darren doesn't want.
I sent him a picture. Asked him if they've just been at my house, so I asked him if he needs them. I don't think he wants them, but just to confirm before I start looking.
Jalen is here. Jalen and
notification that there was movement in the camera.
Yeah, don't worry about doing this because I think it's got pulls tomorrow. Because I plugged it and I cut it down, but the scratch was so shallow that the plug just came out, so I drilled a hole in it. But they did it, so worked out. You bowl traditional right and got used to two-handed for another league, found it more challenging practicing left-handed. Yeah, screw it, why not? How would you make a six-ball arsenal if you had to take it on a variety of patterns? I made a video about that. So just go TV Ball and Supply YouTube page, scroll down a little bit, you'll find a video there. X-ray or beer white? Yeah, why not both, right? Why not get both?
Yo, hoodie, what up? Golf clubs are nice. Striping them. Well, I got the hook back with the driver, but the first 2 times I played with it, it was like I couldn't miss a fairway if I tried. Then I played with Mikey, so I think it's Mikey's fault.
Probably. Someone has to counterbalance my high flares to the right.
Yeah, just naturally, I try to keep up with them distance-wise. I think I try to swing harder and creates the hook.
How many times do I bowl the journal when I get out? This year I might not bowl the journal at all, just the way my schedule works out. The only time we were thinking about bowling was like Saturday night, but I land at like 7 on Saturday, so not sure I want to pay $85 to go out there and shoot 580. After working the shop and then sitting on a plane for 4.5 hours. Don't know about that one, Chief. So may not participate in the Journal of Bowlers this year.
You don't think you have 810 in you?
I've got 810 in me somewhere, but on that night, it's very, very unlikely. Can us two come up with a team name for you? Mine are all vulgar and got denied. If you're asking for a team name from me, that's what you're going to get, vulgar and denied.
Sounds like you're already on the right path.
How different is the Attention Star to the Vibo, or what's close to it? I'd say those are the two balls that are the closest in our product line, but they're different.
Still really not that close.
Yeah. Tension feels a little bit meatier in the middle part of the lane, a little rounder.
I think it's earlier and more forward.
Yeah. Vibo is whippy.
Vibo is cleaner, more continuous.
Get going on you a little bit.
Vibo feels like if the high road pearl was asymmetric.
2 + 2 equals fish.
I like fish.
If you're wanting to try to go two-handed from one-handed, should you work on it with your current balls, or should I get the thumbs plugged and re-drilled? The best way would probably be plugged and re-drilled.
Just do it to one first.
Just one. Some people say the dual patterns are actually easier because you really play each lane as its own. Sometimes when you're balling the same pattern on both lanes, you kind of blend what you're doing.
Different anyway, so.
Kind of blend what you're doing, and you can get a little confused sometimes.
The issue is if you're bowling an entire tournament on dual pattern, then it gets harder because, like, if you're playing 2 different patterns and you have pair to pair that goes into it, then it gets pretty rough. So it's like you move pairs, one lane did something funky, and then you figure the other lane out, but you can't strike on that one. So max is 2-0, and then you go to another pair, you figure that one out, then the other pattern goes, or transition happens at 2 different times. So,
yeah. What did Stu shoot during team event? Because he had like 380 over for minors.
He had 7 something.
So he's leading?
No, he's in second.
What?
Yeah, he had 2245, I think.
That means he only shot like 670 then in Dame. I mean, he had 780, 805.
Yeah, something like that.
God, that's not leading.
Yeah.
It's absurd.
Yeah, he was 10 pins out of the all events and 1 pin out of singles.
Your favorite bowler is EJ, but you're enjoying watching Bug? 2 very different bowlers, I'll be honest.
Bug's funny to talk to. He has confidence, but he doesn't have confidence at the same time. He's like, I don't know, man. I'm just kind of doing my thing. He's like, I just keep winning. But then he's like, then he talks to me. He's like, I'll beat your ass. But then he's like, I don't know, man. I don't think I can win. And then he wins. He's like, hell yeah. So I don't really understand.
It's like little man syndrome mixed with being relatively new on tour.
He's funny. He has confidence, but I think he also is. I think he gets more nervous than most.
That's it.
But it's early.
Me versus Chris two-handed. I would lose by probably a good amount.
Dude, my thumb still kind of hurts. It's
what ball should Chris drill for our next match?
It's been what, 2 weeks since we filmed
Yeah.
that? Dude, like where the sharpness of the.
I saw how many shots you throw. I'm like, man, that's got to hurt eventually.
It never hurt until the next morning. Like my thumb was numb. Like if I like pressed down on something, I could feel it. Yeah, I think I sprained something.
How close will Ion be to Lightning Blackout? It should be quite a bit stronger, I imagine.
Very different.
Asymmetric has TX16 as opposed to REX Pearl. It is dull-ish instead of shiny, so it should be quite a bit earlier.
Asymmetric versus a low diff symmetric.
Yeah. Me versus Chris Oppo hands, maybe.
That could be good. Bring back the Korea vibes. Although we didn't do it.
Yeah, they didn't have that gathering this year.
Sad.
COVID did away with that as well.
Unbelievable.
Should bowl with Idol? Which one?
We like Idol.
I have an Oridge still drilled in my stash, as well as the Pearl.
Oh, we had a Snodgrass come in here?
Yeah.
I wonder if they're related.
Didn't look like it. Lightning is an overpriced hustle. I will say it's a bit high on the price point, but a bit stronger than the hustle.
Significantly stronger cover.
If Chris gave me, $5.
Yo.
Okay, we got to answer this question first then. Drill an optimum 553. Don't like the way it rolls. Play with the service. Still don't like the way it rolls. Should I just plug in and re-drill it? What is it not doing that you don't like?
And which direction did you play with the surface? Because if it's too slow and then you added more surface to it and made it even slower, then maybe you went the wrong direction. Because 553, if that's a regular VLS, that's more towards pin down-ish. Idols historically roll pretty good, pin down and shiny. So if you went more surface, maybe you went the wrong way.
Shiny Idol, always good. If Chris gave me 25 pins per game for 3 games, so if he gave me 75 pins, could I beat him? I would need the 3-game set of my life, probably.
I don't think so.
I would say if we did that 20 times, I would win one of them.
No, I don't think so. Because if you did, how much did I beat you by the summer series I bowled the one time?
Quite a bit, because you bowled 270 the last game.
Yeah, see? It took me 1 game. That was a 4th game in. So those first 3 games, you were way closer than 75 pins.
Yeah, you were just feeling it out the first game, though. Your thing wasn't really rolling right. I had a hot start.
You did have some weeks of practice on me.
Yeah, exactly. I think I shot like 240 the first game, too. So I had like a 60-pin head start, and he still beat me by like 70 or 80.
I did force myself to throw the Summit, which was clearly not the right ball.
Yeah. So I might need like 40 pins. Simon throwing backup and convectional. He's a microwave. He's an oven. Get my watermelon.
He is pretty hot.
Watermelon.
Hi, people.
Nutrition.
40. You're almost in 50 minutes. Wow.
Yeah, I normally start at 12.
Been here a while.
Uh-huh.
Chris's demeanor is calm even when he's not bowling. Yeah.
He's a calming kind of guy.
There's no reason to get worked up.
If you're having a life crisis, just talk to Chris and he'll just calm you right down.
I'm like, if medical marijuana was a person, it's going to calm you down.
Jono, you bowling this Wednesday or what? You coming back? Your buddy bought a hammer effect, and he throws, or how he throws Brooklyn's every shot. Yeah, move left.
What are my pitches? Middle finger's a half left and 5/8 reverse. Ring finger is 3/8 right and 3/4 reverse. I might be messing around with that this summer.
Second knuckle.
No, I already tried that once. Rotagrip clear spare tire ball for $275 drilled at a pro shop. It's pretty expensive for a spare ball.
I can tell you, I would not pay $275 for a plastic ball.
To be fair, neither of us would pay $275 for any kind of ball.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's still. I mean, it's probably a fair price for it because there wasn't very many of them made, and somebody's going to pay $275 for it. So if you want it, you're probably going to have to pay $275 for it.
He's 2LS, 553 2LS. Sanded it to 1K and also polished it. The old trick we used to use is the old like wet sand 3 or 4,000 pad.
Yeah.
High speed on the spinner.
Yeah. So I guess I shouldn't have said shiny, but not polished shiny. Yeah, because the polish actually like clogs the pores, and I don't know. I've never really liked the way like putting polish on a bowling ball has ever rolled.
How do you keep your hand more over the top of the ball? At the top of your string? Oh, okay. It's like you don't really want to be over the top of the ball at any point. You tend to get it inside. I don't really like it. I would look at the way that you come down after your push away. See if your hand's a little rolled too much to the inside of the ball. Other than that, kind of hard to say without seeing you bowl.
My go-to 6-ball arsenal? God, I don't know. There'd be a phase 2 in there. There'd be a tension star in there.
A fast pitch.
Yeah, there'd be a fast pitch in there. Obviously, a spare ball.
Hybrid black pearl.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of balls that are actually possible for people to get. Honestly, I think the lightning blackout's really good. And then I don't know. I feel like I don't really ever throw the super big, strong bowling balls, so. Maybe an IQ Tour.
Oh, IQ Tour.
Yeah, the new ones are good.
Luke Rosedahl did his Ion Pro when we be doing ours. Whenever we get it.
Yeah,
Ain't got them yet.
We're not cool enough to get them.
Are we putting any of the discontinued balls on sale? We'll gauge the demand of them, and then if they sit around for too long, then probably.
Most likely, because obviously in June, I think it is Bowl Expo.
That's when it was? I didn't know what it was.
I'm going, so I should know what it is.
I would hope so. We were trying to guess what Bowl Expo balls are going to come out. I said HP2 line comes back, new HP2 balls.
June 30th through the 3rd. So I think it's the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd.
I think
June 1st, 2nd, or July 1st, 2nd, and 3rd is when Bowl Expo is. So that's when you guys will be finding out all the new balls.
I think a Pearl HP3 ball. We haven't had one in a while.
Is it Tension Star 4?
Yeah. And then
yeah,
hybrid Pearl replacement.
Well, is the infused a Pearl?
No, it's a hybrid. I'm surprised they kept that in the product line. I'll be honest.
Yeah. So, yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if there's an idle Pearl with AI core.
And there's no clean ASIM on the global side now. So yeah, 2 solids.
Yeah, and like a newer version of an Eternity. Something like that.
Altered Reality come back?
No. I think it's going to be something new.
Does the Pro Arsenal package include It's thumb, drill, and tips. It includes the tips. The interchangeable will be an additional cost.
It includes the drilling of the thumb, but the installation and the pieces of the either switch grip or IT are the additional fee.
Oh, you're not pulling Wednesday? Damn. Jizz.
Appreciate it, Jacob. Thank you. Yeah, I'm sure Mikey and I will be filming some more videos now. We've both got a little extra time on our hands, summer hours as well, so less shop time. Although currently not touching a bowling ball until I absolutely have to. Probably should throw a couple shots before I leave for Vegas. Might not.
You should come bowl Wednesday.
Definitely won't do that.
Why does Samo do what he does? Because he's like the Rain Man of bowling.
Yeah, I mean, no, he's not trying to show off. Like, he truly thinks. Like, did you not see Jesper bowl the front 10 right before that? So I mean, obviously the left side's not bad. I think when Jesper bowled Russo, it was like 270 to 250, or it was a super high score too.
Yep.
Maybe 262 or whatever it was.
Jesper had many strikes.
It was a bunch. So it's the left side wasn't. I mean, the right side wasn't that hard either. But I mean, and did he miss on that side? Did he miss on that?
Jesper?
No. Did Simon miss on that lane?
I didn't watch.
I didn't either. I know he bucketed at some point, so I think it was on that lane. But I know he threw at least 3 strikes on it.
We had Spectre software in the beginning.
I think I might try to bring it back.
Yeah, it was like I don't know if they've updated it, but it was the very earliest version, I think.
Donnie's trying to talk me into going back through it. I told him it would take me 3 months, and he said, if it takes you 3 months, I'll hire you to do mine. So he's thinking it's going to take longer than that. Because I would love to have like a screen. You can just type in the name.
It's just so tough because like every different like hole has its own page, so it just takes forever.
It does get very detailed though, and it's easy to edit. Like if somebody comes in, they want to change.
That is the upside. Editing.
You can have, or you can just make them a second page where it's like fit number 1, fit number 2, if they haven't decided yet. So it is very good software. But yeah, we tried at the beginning, but we took over right as bowling season started. So it was extremely busy and like impossible to keep up with how busy we are and trying to add that stuff into the system. And we're using a computer that was very, very slow. So now we actually have a Samsung tablet, which Jalen dropped a drill bit on. So the screen is cracked. Yeah, this is what we use. So we just scan the handwritten sheet, and yeah, we just pull it up on there. So it's easy to find. We don't have to search through all the pieces of paper. We can just type in the name that pops up. So effectively, it's kind of similar, but I would love to have like a stationary.
I should follow with Lindsay on what software he uses. It's just one page, and you can just edit everything on the spec sheet page. Yeah. It's so easy.
Yeah, because they don't make the thing that Donnie uses anymore. They don't use that software. Do you guys have the? Yeah, we do have the black TV bowling supplies spare balls in, 14 and 15 pounds. Will you guys be at Nationals in Vegas in July? No.
We're gonna be there in 2 weeks.
What was it, Memorial Day?
2 weeks.
Doing the Lucky Larson? Probably not. Probably not. Although I did love my trip to Sweden. I think we both did.
Yeah.
Bowled well. Just expensive. It's expensive. Yahoo! $10.
Whoa!
Happy Mother's Day to Tracy, Angie, and Mary. Great to meet you in Arlington. Ah, I appreciate it. Here's my down payment on an order.
800 tropical surgeries.
Wow, 800 tropical surgeries. That's a lot. Appreciate it. Thank you very much for the dono. Yeah, we had. I'm assuming you had a good Mother's Day with Mary and
like I said, spent a lot of money.
And Judy. Yeah, wish the mothers a happy Mother's Day. Got to eat dinner with my mom on Saturday. We spent Saturday together instead of Sunday. But yeah, appreciate it. Thanks for the donut.
And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, we do open the shop in about 4 minutes. So um, likely we'll be ending the stream here. Again, thank you all for the donations.
Um,
This
yeah,
is an interesting question.
yeah, we're pretty good about answering the IG DMs. Yeah, I mean, you don't really need an appointment. Um, we're open 1 to 6 through the week and 10 to 3 on Saturdays now. So yeah, I don't. You don't really need an appointment. Some days are just busier than others. No real way of knowing, but it's summertime now. Honestly, earlier in the week seems to be less busy. So if you want to come earlier in the week, that would probably be the ideal scenario.
All right. Well, that's going to be it. Should you go two handed? Yes, go back two handed. Again, thank you guys for watching. Thank you all for the donations. And we will see you guys, as always, next month.